What's up? It's Seth, SethPerler.com. Today I'm going to give you 4 ways to support your child, but I'm going to talk to you about this right at the beginning of the school year. What can you do right now? By now, you are in, the second or third week of school, something like that. So I'm going to be telling you about what to do right now in terms of how to support your child at the beginning of the year. Number one, what you want to do is you want to bookmark the grade program in your browser. So, however, your child's grades get shown to you online, if you haven't done this already, bookmark it so that it's very easy to find. So, you can find it in your browser right away. If you use Google Chrome, they have what's called Bookmarks Bar. Activate something called Bookmarks Bar, bookmark that thing right front and center in Bookmarks Bar so that you can access it anytime you want. What happens is the students I work with, their parents don't check the grades until they think of it in a month or two. Now, if you watch my work, you know that within 6 to 8 weeks, right around that time, the kids go through the dip. Well, part of the reason they go through the dip is because parents have no idea what's going on. They're saying to their child, "How's school going? Are you doing well? Are you finishing your homework? Yeah, leave me alone. Everything's fine." Well, they are not always right. And what you want to do is you want to bookmark that grade program right now. And you want to be looking at it at least once a week. I love Sunday nights because it's a good night to recalibrate. You don't have to be talking to your kid about grades all the time. In fact, you probably shouldn't for both of your sanity. But to talk about grades once a week is very reasonable. Right now, what you're going to want to do is bookmark that, check it out today, look at their grades carefully, look for the missings and incompletes. And then, if your child's resistant, you're going to take one approach. If they're not resistant, take another approach. If your child is not resistant to your help, obviously go up to them and be like, "Hey, I checked out your grades. We need to talk about a couple things." And if they are resistant, you're going to say, "Hey, I checked out your grades. Do you want to chat about it? I printed them up. Do you want it?" And put it on them so that they can take some ownership of it. But you can print up each page that they need to know. And what you want to do, well, let me move. Yeah. What you want to do is you want to also compliment them. You want to say, "Hey, look, even though you're failing like one class, I'm really proud of you because you're doing great and blah, blah, blah." So your kid's not going to have a lot of grades right now. Just try not to go off the handle if you see an F. If there's an F, the thing is that right now at the beginning of the school year, a lot of times they have 1, 2, or 3 grades. If they have 1, 0, and 2 A's, that may very well bring the average down to a D or an F without any problem. Like it just really drops those very fast. Of course, you want to address it. Now, what your kid's going to say is they're going to say, "No, the teacher just hasn't graded it," or, "Oh, I'll turn it in tomorrow," or, "Oh, I'm going to talk to the teacher about that tomorrow." The thing is that they probably won't. I'm just saying this because I've done this for many years, and the likelihood of them doing it is not high. So what you want to do is say, "Cool, why don't you email them and tell them that you'll be there?" Or you as the parent can say, "Hey, my kid said they're going to come in and talk to you tomorrow. Can you please make sure that happens?" When you email teachers, try to keep it pretty short and bulleted into the point, and you're on the same team, so you want to use that frame. "Hey, my kid's going to come see you tomorrow during office hours. Please help them make sure they remember because they tend to forget stuff. Thanks for your support. I appreciate what you do." Next, backpack organization. Help your child. Number 2, help your child reorganize their backpack. I know it's only the second or third week of school, but trust me, if you're watching my videos, the likelihood is that your child's backpack probably already has several papers in the wrong place. They probably already have things that are missing and they don't even know they're there. So if your child will let you do it for them, you can do it for them, depending on their age and their independence level. If they'll let you do it with them, do it with them. I don't really care. The point is that today, Sunday, you want to get into that backpack and see what's in there. You want to look in every single pocket, pull everything out, uncrumple the papers, look in the folders, pull everything out of the folders. Because here's what happens. They have crumpled up papers. You open them up. They say, "Oh, that's where that went. I forgot about that," or, "I was missing that," or, "Oh, I should have turned that in," or, "Oh, I have to do that." So check in every pocket and then open the folders, pull everything out, because what these kids do is they'll put their math in their science folder, their science in their history folder. They don't have the executive function to get everything in the right place yet. So help them go through it, reorganize it. I call it a reset or an overhaul, and get it reset so that they can go out the door tomorrow organized. Next, you want to email the teachers. Here's what you want to do, even though it's only the second or third week. You want to, if your child struggles in school, you want to email the teachers and say, hey, please don't tell my kid. If your child is very resistant, you can say to the teacher, hey, please don't tell my child that I'm emailing you. I'm just doing this on the lowdown. I don't want to stress him out. You're not doing this to manipulate your child. You want to help cover the bases, and you don't want to stress them out needlessly. But you say, hey, I don't want to stress them out or anything, but I just need a quick response. Just let me know how my child's doing. Are they turning in their work? Are they focused in class? What do I need to know? Thanks for your time. Keep it very short, and you can invite the teacher. You can say, just give me a short response. I don't need a lot of detail. Just give me a quick vibe of what's going on. So email those teachers. You just would rather know now. Trust me, because in 3 or 4 weeks, the dip's starting to happen, and it's too late. It's not too late, but you're just going to spend the rest of the semester swimming upstream. You want to minimize that as much as possible by being proactive. The number four thing that I want you to do is remember the most important thing, which is quality time with your child. So have fun with your child. Don't always be asking about school and all this stuff. Of course, you need to ask about it, but keep those conversations compartmentalized. If you ask it, say, hey, we're going to talk about this for 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm not going to talk to you about it the rest of the day. Like, they need to know emotionally, they need to feel safe with you that you're not going to be bringing up school 24/7. So go ahead and compartmentalize that once a week, once a day, whatever it is, but compartmentalize it either way. And remember, you have got to plan in quality time doing things with your child. That's what this is all about. The most important thing during your child's childhood is your relationship with them, is creating memories and experiences with you. So remember, plan them in your planner, because the school year goes by like that. So get them in your planner. Say to your kid, hey, let's do something fun. What do you want to do? Now, obviously, if you have a teenager and of a certain temperament, they might be like, I don't want to have anything to do with you. You're not you're not uncommon if that happens. But either way, you want to say, I get that, but let's do something fun and try to do the most. Even most of my teenage boys who are resistant actually want time with their parents. That's what they've told me for years. This is what I see. This is a pattern. So they really do want to spend quality time with you. They just don't want to feel like you're bringing up, quote, things that they feel like are, quote, negative all the time. So when you do something fun with them, try not to bring up school at all when you're doing that with them. If you're going to the movies, if you're going to a sporting event, if you're doing something active with them, if whatever you're doing, if you're having a Netflix night, whatever you're doing with them, during that time, just compartmentalize it to fun, and then you can have the talks when you have the talks. All right, I hope that helps you. I hope you are off to a great school year. I hope these tips are helping you, and I hope that the semester goes really well for you and your child, and that you're noticing growth in your child, and that you're seeing them be on a great trajectory for this semester. Not perfection, but a positive trajectory where they're getting more and more independent, and they're having better executive function and better experiences. All right, take care.